and welcome to our lectures on world literature. And I'm Nafisa Ochilva from Novae State Pedagogical Institute, Faculty of Foreign Languages and Literature. So today we're going to turn our attention to ancient Eastern literature, which first appeared in Middle East on the lands of Mesopotamia, which was situated on the Fertile Crescent and which is also called as a cradle of civilization. So first settlements were made in 14,000 BC in this land. And this shows that these nations were the oldest ones on earth. And there were a number of city-states established and controlled by Sumerians in around 35th century. So Sumerian culture and Sumerian literature appeared in around 26th century, but nobody knows exactly when it appeared. These findings were done according to the works that are extant today, that reached our day, and according to the datings done for them. So Sumerian literature was based on Sumerian writing system, which was created in the 13th century and refined in the 32nd century. So this writing system is called cuneiform. Cuneiform first was used in order to do clerical work. It is write down the financial documents, legal documents, and later, coming to the 26th century, it was used in order to write down imaginative works. And works like Shurupak's Instructions and Cash Temple Hymn speak about this, because they reached our day, and scientists dated them as to belong to 26th century. So what did Sumerian literature give to us? Sumerian literature was a good source of literary forms, poetry, wisdom literature, mythology, historical fiction, legends, incantations, hymns, prayers, meditations, didactic tales, and the first epic poem also appeared in Middle East, and to be precise, in Sumerian literature, which was called the Epic of Gilgamesh. Later, Epic of Gilgamesh was rewritten by Babylonians and was made into 5 pieces: Gilgamesh and Enkidu and the Netherworld, Gilgamesh and Huwawawa, Gilgamesh and the Bull of Heaven, Death of Gilgamesh, and Eurygenesis. So Gilgamesh is considered to be as a king, the son of king who rules the country, and the stories tell about the quests of Gilgamesh. So Eurygenesis is the work that tells first tells about the great flood, and which served as an inspiration for the later Egyptian works and the biblical story Noah's Ark. So it shows that Sumerian literature influenced other world literatures as well. The debate between sheep and grain and the song of the hoe was the first example of literary debate and praise poem. Hymn to Nisaba worked as a model for later prayers, songs, and hymns that appeared. And Sumerian literature did not also introduce literary forms, but also it gave styles, examples of styles, symbols, mythological motifs, and character types. School Days and Supervisor's Advice to Young Scribe was a masterpiece or first satirical work. The hymn to Ninkasi, the goddess of beer, combines 2 types of literary forms. This is a combination of a praise to a deity and a recipe for brewing beer. So later, Sumerians were replaced by other nations. It is, to be precise, by Akkadians, and in 2334 BC. And they also played a great role in the development of civilization existed in the Middle East. So Akkad Sargon of Akkad conquered these city-states of Sumerians, and but before this, Sumerians were able to work out their schools for preparing scribes as people who used cuneiform, and they were called Edubas. And the Akkadians just adopted and adapted this writing system to their own literary system, literature, and the first author who claimed her authorship was a woman who came from Akkadians, and it was Anaduana, the daughter of Sargon, the king of Akkad. And she wrote 42 poems together with hymns that she devoted to Inanna, the god of moon. And she was the first person on earth who wrote her name under her works. And it is essential to know that her works were written in first person singular, which was different from other types of writings. So later, Mesopotamian people developed Mesopotamian narrow literature, which was a source of epic poems, and there scribes wrote about historical kings and their quests, or kings were historical, real-life kings, but their deeds, that is, the actions they described in the works, were fictional. So these works were not also only used for glorifying kings, but also teaching to moral by criticizing kings as well. So this civilization and literature that started by Sumerians were replaced by other nations and continued until the invasion of the Alexander the Great in 330. After whose invasion, so most of their works of this civilization was destroyed. So thank you for your attention. For more information, you can attend our face-to-face classes.